In this video, we're doing a walkthrough tutorial of Bucks Currency Converter on Shopify. So I'll cover how to integrate it into your store, walk through the main kind of settings and customization options, and show you how it works live on your website. So everything you need to get it running smoothly. All right, so first of all, let me just talk to you a little bit about what this app does. So Bucks Currency Converter is a free Shopify app that lets you automatically convert product prices into your visitor's local currency using a sleek, customizable widget. Now, why does this actually matter? Well, if you're selling internationally, or even just a little, like a couple different markets, showing prices in your customer's local currency helps build trust and confidence. People are more likely to complete a purchase if they don't have to do any of that mental math or wonder how much they're actually paying. A currency converter helps reduce friction at checkout as well, especially for global customers, and can improve your conversion rate. It also gives your store a more polished, localized feel, which can help increase your brand credibility. So with that in mind, let's dive in and get Bucks all set up. All right, so now we are on the app's installation page. We're in the Shopify App Store here, and here you can just scroll through some of those key features that I was talking about earlier. You'll also see their pricing plans, and of course they do have a free plan that we'll be trying out. And you can check some reviews down here as well. If all of this looks good, just go ahead and click Install. All right, it's going to take you to a permissions page here. This is just going to show you everything that Bucks will have access to inside your Shopify store. So I recommend reading through these things, making sure you're okay with that. And if all that looks good, just click on install again. All right, so you can see the first thing they're going to throw at us here is their pricing. And I'm just going to click enjoy the free plan. And now we're in the dashboard. I'm going to pin this app to my navigation just like that so it doesn't go anywhere. All right, so now we're on the app's dashboard here, and the first thing we're going to want to do is go to this application state box and just click on enable on theme editor. So this is what's actually going to allow us to put this app onto our website. So it's going to take us directly into Shopify's theme editor here, and all it wants you to do is just click that little toggle on, and of course always remember to click save. All right, that's all it wants you to do. You can actually just exit out of this tab here. Okay, so now we can see the app is enabled on our published theme. We can go ahead and click the Get Started onboarding process here. The first thing it wants us to do is to set up the money format. So if we just click Setup here, so go into your Settings tab here, and under General, you're going to see all of the currencies here that we have right now. Now, one thing I'd recommend having on is this auto currency switch by location. I would recommend turning that on, of course. And then you can also choose whether or not to show the currency symbol along with the price. Now, of course, as you update things on this side, on the right side, you'll be able to see what this would look like on a mobile device as well as a desktop. So let's go ahead and click Design now. You're able to choose if you want traditional flags or modern flags, anything like that. You're also able to choose if you want this to be flat, a circle, round. It's really up to you. Here you can choose if you want to just show the flag only or display the currency only. So if we just display the currency, that's what that looks like. You can turn on dark mode just by clicking this on button, or display currency code only, which I'm not going to turn on. And then down here, you can choose your brand colors. So again, if I change anything here, you can see that that's updating over here. So I'm just going to keep those in their defaults for now. And now we can click display and actually choose where this little pop-up is going to be. So I have it in the bottom left right now. Let's just put it in the bottom right for fun. And you can have the setup different on a mobile or a desktop if you'd like to. I'm just going to keep them both in the bottom right. You can have it show the original price if like their mouse is hovering over it. I'm not going to turn that on. I don't really feel the need to have a custom drop-down currency list placement, but you can also select if you want this not shown on desktop or mobile device for whatever reason. Now, if we just click turn on here in the upper right corner, now let's go to our online store and see if we can see it from there. So you can see I have actually, this is from a different app, from a different video that I've done, but this is what the app is showing, right? This is the Bucks app, all right? Now I did choose to have it in the bottom right, but it looks like I did have some unchanged or unsaved changes there. So let's go ahead, go back here, we'll refresh this. All right, there it is. Okay, perfect. So now you can see our little boxes right here. Shows us the drop-down menu of all of the different currencies that I have there on my website. All right, now if we go to the next tab here, that's advanced settings. So the first thing you have here is this instant loader. This boosts the currency converter's loading speed by 30%, and it is included in the free plan. So I'm just going to turn it on. You can also have this currency checkout notification option. This adds like a little message that basically reminds the customer that their final payment will be processed in my store's currency. I mean, this is totally up to you if you'd like to turn this on. I do think I'm going to keep this one off because I think it might confuse my customers. But you can also, test it, give it a go, and see what you think of it. Of course, you can also customize this in your brand colors too, which is really nice. Now you can also choose to round prices to the nearest decimal. I don't feel the need to turn that on. And then finally, there's a bunch of kind of expert settings for developers and people that know how to code, right? So if you're comfortable with coding, custom coding, or maybe you have a developer on your team, you can fine tune the app right here. But if not, I would always reach out to Buck's support team if you need to. All right, this next tab down here is currency rules. That's part of the paid plan, so I won't really get into that here. And the next tab is just a short list of the other Shopify apps that work with Bucks. So if you're using one of these, that's kind of a nice bonus here, but it's not something that you necessarily need to set up manually. Of course, the last tab here we have is pricing, so it's going to show you their different plans here. And the free version honestly just gives you a lot already. The automatic switching, customization, and pretty much full functionality for most stores here. One thing I want to say here is that if you do not have these markets already in your Shopify settings, then it's not really going to work. So let me show you that. So if I go into my settings here and I click on markets, all right, so you can see I only have these 3 markets. I'm not selling internationally. So keep that in mind for when you do set up Bucks. And anytime if you'd like to, you can just create a market just by hitting create market and adding whatever country that you want to sell in there. All right, so that is the full walkthrough of the Bucks Currency Converter app on Shopify. Having a real-time currency converter like this helps your store feel more trustworthy, more local, and easier to buy from, especially for international shoppers. It reduces friction at checkout, gives your brand a global feel, and can absolutely help increase conversions over time. Plus, the fact that it's free and easy to customize makes it a great tool to have on your store, even if you're just starting out.